Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share my unboxing and first look at the Microsoft Surface Pro 6. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the latest refresh of the Surface Pro, the most important thing to know is that we now have an Intel 8th Gen quad-core processor, which I happily welcome, and that's part of the reason I'm covering it. I did not cover the previous generation because it really didn't bring anything new to the table. And a lot of people have been saying that this gen doesn't either. But I would argue that that quad-core processor does change the functionality and capability of the entire Surface Pro line. Now, you can go with an i5 flavor or the i7 I'm about to unbox. This is the black color, by the way, complemented by, in this case, 16 gigs of RAM and a 512 gig NVMe hard drive, or SSD, truthfully. So at $1,900, that is a lot of money, but this is also a lot of computing power in a very compact package. I'll get into ups and downs as I actually use it. Of course, I am critical of the fact that there is no Type-C port on board, but above and beyond that, I have only good things to say about what Microsoft has done here. Now, in ordering it, it was a little problematic because in the black color that I'm about to unbox, I was not able to actually select the 1 terabyte version that I would have preferred. I would have had to go with another color. And that's why, even though this starts at $900 US, that is not possible right now through Microsoft, at least. I think Best Buy, if you go with them, you can even get the Core M version, which is not available on Microsoft's website. So oddly enough, that's where things stand, and I'm not sure why. But I didn't go to Best Buy. FedEx just dropped this off, so I'm finally getting it out in front of all of you, which is what I have been waiting to be able to do all day, quite literally, because if I would have just picked this up from Best Buy, it would have been in my hands quicker. Now, I mentioned no Type-C port, and that's a bust in 2018 in many ways, shapes, and forms. However, this product otherwise, oh, look, it's already powering up. You can tell I'm getting ready. And you can see right here, they're showing you the Pogo port for docking the type cover. You can go with the Pro or then the regular type cover. It's 160 versus, I believe, 130. Charging port here on the side, USB 3.0 over here. You have your volume control at the top of the tablet. I'm going to show you all of this, but not a lot has changed beyond the actual, processor. And that's really the story here. That's why I said the processor is what this is all about. And of course, we have that matte black finish that I've been mentioning. In terms of the actual display, still 12.3 inches. It's still, the resolution is 2736 by 1824. But I wish they would have brought 4K. I wish this maybe would have been an OLED. But the fact of the matter, again, is that this is the most powerful tablet that is a laptop functionally on the market. And you do, of course, have expandable storage right under the kickstand, right here on the left side, if that comes into focus, right there. So nothing new. Kickstand really works beautifully. I mean, you can posture this thing any way you want. And just having, essentially, I mean, it's amazing how thin and light. I mean, I've already mentioned I have been a big fan and user of the Vio Canvas Z since launch, and I've been waiting for something that competes with it. And this, in my opinion, is the first tablet that actually does. So putting that aside, let's see what else we have in the box. I mean, I know what else we have in the box, but let's look. So the paperwork, I'm not going to check out, all right? We're not doing that. But the power brick, we already know what we're getting. Let's see if it comes out peacefully. I might have to go from the other end. But this is, this is the real disappointment, as I mentioned before, is just the lack of Type-C. If this thing had Type-C, this is, of course, what you connect to the power brick that doesn't want to come out and play. There it is. If this had Type-C and could be, could utilize an external GPU, you legitimately have a a desktop replacement in the form, again, of a tablet, 12.3-inch tablet. And then the Type Cover Pro I do have here. I'll be taking a look at that as well. And of course, that is a necessity with this. It is what the Surface Pro identity is all about. But, just having the display port out and that's it, that's the killer. I mean, the Surface Go has a Type-C port, as well as, of course, the proprietary charging that Microsoft has been using since the launch of the Surface. Battery runtime is supposed to be ridiculous, 13 hours, I think. If it is, I will be amazed. I'm expecting 7, 8 if I'm lucky. And that's going to be the other area that really, it kind of disassembles my Vio. But that's it. I mean, my Vio has a full-size SD card slot. My Vio has an HDMI out as well as DisplayPort. My Vio is discontinued. My Vio is 3 years old in terms of, when I first shared it with all of you. The cameras I'm not too concerned about, but, we'll see how they perform. And again, I'm not taking you through this. I'll do this off camera, get it set up, get it charged, and get an update to all of you as quickly as possible. But for me, it's going to be all about whether or not, again, this can replace what is my current daily driver. In fact, what I'm utilizing right now in the process of, capturing this video. And if the Surface Pro 6 can do that because of that quad-core chip, I mean, also I'm curious to see how it performs with, Revit, Autodesk Suite, besides video editing, all of those things where having this sort of processing power under the hood is a big difference maker. But that's what makes this product exciting. Otherwise, everything's pretty much the same. It's all about that 8th gen Intel quad-core chip. And not everybody's going to need it, which is why I think last gen is going to become an incredible value for the majority of you out there. This, however, is in many ways a niche product, in my opinion, because of the lack of necessity for a quad-core processor in a tablet form factor like this for the majority of users. That's just me. But again, the Microsoft Surface Pro 6 finally has landed, and I will have updates for you, hopefully something today, even though, again, FedEx got here after business hours. What's with them in the up until 8 p.m.? I mean, give me a break, will you? I got to get the unboxings done. Got to get reviewing here. Got to get things rolling. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. Hit that like button, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.